What's up, buddy?
Actually did breath work, cold plunge yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I know it's
I
good
did
for you.
Wim Hof. I
Yeah.
did breathing this morning.
Okay.
And then I went to go on my cold plunge.
Yeah.
And I unplugged it a week ago. And it's still sitting at 33 degrees. I'm like, dude, could you warm up a little bit? Like, give me 45.
Yeah. Something that's
Give me 45. You know?
good fudge.
No. And in fact, I had to break
I
up.
was gonna say there's probably a coat there.
Well, there was ice that formed on the bottom.
Okay.
And then after like a day or two after it floated to the top. But it was still, I had to break it up with a hammer to try to get in there.
I'll be a friendly yoga partner, I promise.
How long do you go in, Jeff?
Shoot, at 33 degrees,
Yeah.
I was like in and out. I want to do that 3 minutes, you know, but it was punishing. A million needles.
Yeah.
I got to leave the top open or something. Yeah. Yeah, everybody bring a bag of soil next week. Well.
Are they coming? Okay.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your mat. Welcome back to our Easy Like Sunday morning flow. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to be here with you. If you're new, my name is Steve. I'm going to be guiding us through. We're here Tuesdays, Thursdays at 9 a.m. So if you're off during the week, please join us. Tuesdays, Thursdays, of course, at 10 a.m. And it's an all levels flow. I try to make it accessible to everybody, so we keep it donation-based. We keep it to all levels. I'm glad you're here, everybody. Let's begin laying down on our backs. How much battery you got in that phone? That'd be great. I mean, but that'd be great. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Join us. Breathe. So you can come to that, your traditional Shavasana, which everything's outstretched. If you want some sensation straight away, you can do Souptabatakonasana. The soles of your feet will be together, knees open nice and wide. But let's bring our right hand to our belly, our left hand to our heart. Close your eyes, and let's begin straight away by exhaling everything out. Through your nose, let's take a big collective inhale, fill up. And through your mouth, exhale, empty, and clear everything out. Again, inhale through your nose. A little bit bigger here if you can. Exhale through your mouth, empty everything out. One more, inhale. And exhale. Breathe in through your nose for about 5, 4, just with the camera, 3, 2, and exhale through your nose, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now breathe in through your nose, and I want you to start to bring your awareness towards the space underneath your left hand. Right, that's in your heart space. Can you start to direct the breath into that space? In yoga, we know this space as our Anahata chakra. So inhale, it's like you're breathing more life, more vitality into this space. And each and every exhale, clearing out any blockage. Now, bring someone or something to mind that you're really, really grateful for. Someone or something that you're appreciative of. Or someone or something that you just love unconditionally. Now, it's not just the name or the face, it's the feeling tone of, thank you so much. Can you bring this feeling tone into this moment? Can you bring that feeling tone into that space beneath your left hand? Breathing into that space. Now this simple exercise is what you call a heart-brain coherence meditation or exercise. It synchronizes the heart and the brain. It starts to percolate, if you will, tons and tons of biochemical reactions that are really, really good. When athletes are in the zone, they're in this heart-brain coherence. It is a very, very healthy state. So breathe, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. All right. From here, we're going to pull our knees into our chest. And keep that breath flowing in through your nose and out through your nose. And then lift up. Lift your shoulders up. Grab opposite elbows over your shins. See if you can bring your forehead towards your knees. Curl up in a ball. For just some easy, real easy spinal flexion here. Very nice, everybody. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, lay your head and shoulders back down. Set your feet down, hips width apart. Knees directly above your ankles. Press into your feet and lift your hips to the sky. For our bridge pose, Souptabatakonasana. Breathe deep. Lift your hips. Press your chest back towards your chin. If it's accessible and you want to interlace your fingers underneath your back, cool. But if you're not quite there yet, completely understandable. Give me 2 more deep breaths, y'all. Soak up this ocean air. Inhale. Exhale. How about one more? Inhale, lift up, breathe in. Beautiful. And then separate your hands, slide your hips to the ground. Pull your knees back into your chest. And then drop your right arm open like a wing. Look to your right. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, gently guide your knees towards your left side body. Just an easy little Sunday morning spinal twist. The first breath, you're just kind of seeing what you're working with. You're kind of gauging the resistance, a little diagnostic check, if you will. Second breath, you're breathing into that resistance, hopefully softening that resistance by third and fourth and creating openness by around your 5th breath or so. By now, we should be about there. Let's take one more. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's inhale, take her back to center, pull both knees in, and then switch it up. Drop your left arm open, look to your left, and guide your knees to the right. Good. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Where is what we call your soft edge? And that's that original point that you go into these postures to, and your body is just like, that's it, right there, no more. And then you breathe into that space and ultimately end up creating openness, but in a really safe way. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's take her back to center. Pull both knees into your chest. Rock out the length of your spine now. Rock up and down your spine. Beautiful. Top to bottom of your mat. Take about 5, 6 rocks. We're going to meet in a standing forward fold. So if you can get enough momentum, perhaps you don't need your hands. It's Sunday morning. If 2 hands aren't enough, I understand. Okay. Now, top of your mat. Feet are hips width apart. Standing forward fold. You want to start with your knees bending. In fact, everybody, let's bend our knees to a degree where you feel some contact with your upper thighs and your lower belly. Bend your knees that much. Drop your head down, chin to your chest. Swim your hands behind you, interlace your fingers at your lower back. And then with that deep bend in your knees, find an inhale, halfway lift. So you're going to take your back and parallel it to the ground. And with your hands interlaced, you're reaching them back and broadening across your collarbones. And then keep that bind of your hands. Exhale, fold down deep. You've still got that deep bend in your knees, which is a really good, safe, supportive place. But now, if you choose, you can start to straighten your legs and just really make the pose and in turn the whole practice conform to you. Breathe deep, everybody. Breathe well. Nobody can do this posture, downward facing dog, half pigeon, quite like you. So this is going to be very, very unique to you, as it should be. How about one more? Take an inhale here. Good, y'all. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. Take an inhale. Find a halfway lift here. Again, take your back, parallel it to the ground. Shoulder blades squeeze. And then exhale, step your right foot back so that you're in a low lunge. Drop your back right knee to the ground. Slide your left foot forward and right knee back a little bit more. And then press your hips and sacrum down and forward. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers. Note an inhale. Sweep your hands up high to the sky. Okay, y'all breathing, right? Now with your hands interlaced, I want you to lean back to where you're looking straight up to the sky if you can. And then take your biceps back with your ears. Now we're getting into a back bend. Feeling something, right? And then inhale, see if you can straighten your arms and lift up and away a little bit more. Good, getting something cooking. Stay here, press your hips and sacrum down and forward a little bit more. A little bit more cooking. How about one more? Take an inhale here. Beautiful, exhale, release. Take both hands to the ground. On your inhale, step your right foot forward next to your left. Find that halfway lift. Look up and lengthen. And then just switch legs. Exhale, step your left foot back. Drop that knee. Create that space. Right foot forward, left knee back. Interlace fingers, release index fingers. Have the opposite thumb on top if you can. Take it up. Lean it back. Look to the sky. Biceps with ears. Right? And there's a lot of communication going on. All that you're feeling, the sensation, that's communication. Let's listen to it. Let's learn from it. And let's just make this an amazing healing experience. One more. Take an inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Take both hands to the ground. Step your right foot back to plank pose, high push-up position. Steady. Steady your gaze, your visual gaze. Steady your breath. These two things are reflective of what's going on in our mind, right? If we're in a state of frustration, anger, fear, confusion, if we're breathing at all, it's very short and choppy in and out through our mouth. This is deep. This is flowing in through your nose, out through your nose, nice and deep and slow. The complete opposite. Take an inhale here. And we're going to lower all the way down to your mat, to your chest slowly. Slide your hands back a couple inches and untuck your toes. Look straight down. Inhale is Cobra pose. Lift your chest up a couple inches, right? You're using the muscles in your lower back, so little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, take her back down. We'll get to those hands. Inhale, lift up once again. Lower back muscles doing most of the work. Exhale, take her back down. If you want to press with your hands, just be gentle. Inhale, lift up to that Sunday morning perfect degree. Exhale, take her back down. You got 2 more, everybody. Breathe. 2 more. Drinking up that ocean air into every cell. And then when you're done with those, let's press up to hands and knees. And then 5 cat and cows. So inhale, you look up, your stomach dips down, your tailbone tilts, spinal extension. And then exhale, you reverse that, chin to chest, round your spine. This is called flexion. Inhale, look up, spinal mobility. Exhale, pull it all in, round, spinal vitality. Let's go 3 more. Okay, breathe. Start to move the waves of energy in, move the breath in. And let it refresh and reboot your entire system. When you're done with those, curl your toes, lift your hips to the sky. I'll meet you right back in downward facing doggy. First one of your day, everybody. Downward facing dog. Bringing your heart above your head, which is really good because as you move to your full potential and capacity of your lungs, but not in a way that's too taxing, all that oxygen-rich blood is flowing easily to your brain. So take any movement that feels natural. Good, everybody. Make sure you take all 10 fingers and spread them wide. You can bring your hands forward a bit, brother. Hands forward about 6 inches. Soft bend in your knees. Soft bend. Now press your hips higher and back further. Keep that soft bend. Chin to your chest slightly. Look towards your knees, towards your thighs. Beautiful. Now, no matter what, remember this is a breath-based meditation. So we keep the breath flowing deep and free, even if you have to drop to your knees 15 times. Rule number 2, you listen to that communication, the sensation, and you make your time here healing. Third rule, y'all know it. Your brain's a supercomputer. Your internal dialogue are the programs that you run. Thank yourself for showing up to your mat. There's a million other places you could be, but it matters you're here. Take an inhale. Let's get her done. Press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet between your hands so that your heels and toes touch. Take your halfway lift, flatten out your spine and lengthen out your spine. And then exhale, fold, empty, dive in deep. Now lead with your chest, and let's inhale, rise. Come up high. Reach your hands to the sky, beautiful. On your exhale, goal post your arms, take a back bend, squeeze your shoulder blades and lift out of your heart. Inhale, come on back up, stretch high, sensation. Exhale, fold all the way down, put a soft bend in your knees and try to lay your torso out long. Inhale, find a halfway lift, look up and lengthen. Exhale, now we plant our palms, step to plank pose, shift forward, shoulders in front of wrists and lower halfway down. You could drop to your knees, elbows straight back though. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders back, not up around your ears, roll them back. Exhale, send your hips to the sky, downward facing, and doggy. And we breathe in deep, we move the waves of energy, the waves of the breath in. And we move them out, navel draws up and in. Beautiful, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hips press back, look forward, load up your arms a little bit. End of your exhale, walk or lightly hop your feet between your hands, heels and toes touch. Take an inhale, find that halfway lift, you flatten your spine, you create length, and you kind of hit the reset button there. Exhale, fold, dive in deep. Inhale, rise, lead with your chest and float your torso. Stretch high to the heavens here. Exhale, goal post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift out of your heart, a sweet little back bend. Inhale, come on back up. And then exhale, fold. Ride that breath on down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, y'all, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank pose, shift forward, modify if you need. You could drop to your knees, you could skip it, it's Sunday morning. Upward facing, opens your heart, shoulders back. Exhale, hips to the sky, dogger. Awesome, everybody. Remember, look towards your knees, towards your thighs. So your cervical spine is long, like the back of your neck, you smooth that out. And then see if you can wrap your shoulders around towards the front of your body, and that's going to engage your lat muscles. Help support you in the posture and the whole practice. Inhale. Exhale, let's keep it rolling. Inhale, bend your knees, press your hips back, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or float your feet between your hands. Find your halfway lift, pull your chest out long, breathe in. And then can you dive a little deeper? Fold, empty out completely. Inhale, rise. Come on up. Reach your hands high, everybody. I'm talking about length. Exhale your back bend. Anuvgatasana, whole front line opens. Inhale, come on back up, hands to the sky. Exhale, we fold. We ride our breath like a surfer on a wave. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank, shift forward, lower halfway. It's Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, roll your heart open wide. Tops of the feet down. See if you can lift your knees. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing, a doggie. Woo! The blood is starting to flow, everybody. Starting to shake off the rust, get up in that old attic, sweep out the cobwebs, however you want to look at it. But it matters you're here, touching, taking care of, and maintaining everything physically in a mindful, meditative way. How about one more breath here? One more flow on your own. We've just done 3 together. Add, skip whatever you want. But remember, it's a breath-based moving meditation. Incredibly beneficial for your body, for your brain. The resetting and the rebooting of everything. I'll meet you right back in downward facing dog. You're doing an amazing job. Woo! Fantastic, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. If someone were just sitting next to you, just listening to you breathe, would they assume that you're in a state of fight or flight? Hopefully, they'd assume you're in a state of rest and digest. That's what this breath is reflective of, and that's the state it returns us to. In through your nose, out through your nose, nice and deep. You're doing phenomenal. It's Sunday morning. We're going to keep the train rolling, y'all. Inhale, bend your knees a little bit, press your hips back and look forward. End of your exhale, walk, or again, that light spring of feet between hands. Beautiful. Inhale, find that halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, dive in deep, Uttanasana, heels and toes together. Inhale, chair pose. Now sink low. Lift your chest and reach high. Exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs. Go ahead, dive it on in now. Inhale, halfway lift, pull chest out long. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, plant your palms. Step back, shift forward, move through that flow, y'all. Inhale, that upward facing dog. Again, skip it if it's too much. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg, send her up high to the sky. And then exhale, shift forward, bring your knee to your nose, push your breath out. Inhale, send your right leg back up high to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to step it all the way through to your hands, stack your knee above your ankle. It's a low lunge. Inhale, rise up to crescent pose, reach up and fill up. Stay tall, exhale, just slide your hands to heart center, empty out completely. Inhale, big breath, sweep out, sweep up, fill up. Awesome, exhale, hands to the ground, right foot steps back, shift forward, lower slow, just our easy Sunday morning flow. Upward face and opens your heart. And exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Push your breath out. Pull it up into your chest. Inhale, stretch it high. Exhale, see if you can step it through, heel, ball, toe. Whether you can or can't, doesn't matter. Root down, rise up, crescent pose, hands to the heavens. Exhale, heart center, empty out, navel draws in, beautiful. Inhale, sweep out, sweep up, a leisurely Sunday morning flow. Exhale, take it on down, step it on back, and moving on through. Yo. Whoo! We're starting to get there. Blood starting to flow to all these places that we wouldn't get to had you not shown up to your mat. Like if you'd have gone straight to brunch, man, your hamstrings would be getting tighter, your back would be getting stiff, your liver would be getting, oh man, you know. Take an inhale, press your hips back, look forward. End of your exhale, walk or float your feet between your hands. Let's do it again, y'all. Give me that inhale, halfway lifty, flat backy. And then you dive. That's Uttanasana, forward fold. Utkatasana is the chair pose. Sink lower, reach higher, and breathe bigger, y'all. Exhale, forward fold. Dive it on in. Heels and toes are all the way together, right? Inhale, halfway lift. Pull your chest out and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Some instructors will say you're moving through your vinyasa. Upward facing, open heart, shoulders back. Exhale from your core, hips to the sky. Dogger. Inhale your right leg high to the sky, y'all. Exhale, knee to nose. Go ahead and push your breath out now. Inhale, stretch it up high. Breathe it to the sky. Exhale, sweep it all the way through. Stack knee above ankle. Come on up. Reach, breathe, and fill up. Stay tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, go for it. Sweep out, sweep up. And exhale, move it on through, everybody. Ride those waves of energy. Ride the waves of your breath. Left side on your own. Woo! You're doing fantastic, y'all. A service, a treatment for everything. Every muscle throughout your entire body, every bone, every joint, every cell. You're doing a huge service for. Cobra. No. Right in front of us. Cobra, really? Sorry, man. Dude, Cobra. Of all places. Right in front. Woo! Two more breaths. One more of those whole flows on your own. Starts with chair pose, though. Oh, let's not forget that chair pose, y'all. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Ah, the temperature's starting to go up. That internal temperature is starting to rise. The dopamine. You know, at this point in the practice, for me, it's like, okay, now I'm feeling all right. I made the right decision to show up. And it's tough to show up. So I commend you for doing so. It means something. Phenomenal, everybody. Woo! so much for yourself right now. And one of the beautiful things is it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to overthink anything, overstress anything, overanalyze. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to force it. You just show up and you breathe. Tucker. Of all dogs, he's the one that's going to fall off. Woo! Downward facing when you're done. Take a break if you need. Breathe for sure. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling that breath in deep. And keeping it flowing. Good. From here, if you're with me, and no rush if you're not. From your downward facing dog, take your feet a little bit wider. And then see if you can, with your, let me see here, left hand, reach back to your right leg. And that could be around the knee, the calf, or down around the ankle. Or maybe you start up around the knee and you slide her down. Now glance under your left armpit. Good. Keep driving with your right hand. Keep pulling with your left hand. If your balance feels supreme on this Sunday morning, you can start to lift your left leg up. We're breathing for 5, 4, but you could just slowly take the weight out of the leg. 3, almost soften it a little bit. Everything builds in increments. 2, take an inhale. Exhale, set everything down. Shift forward to plank pose, high push-up position. Squeeze your legs together, ground into your right hand, and inhale, roll open to your left for side plank pose. In fact, let's switch that. Let's take your left hand down and roll open to your right. That's what I meant to say. It's Sunday morning, you understand, I'm sure. Breathe, everybody. Either way, you gotta lift your hips. You gotta engage your outer obliques. And if you need to drop a knee to the ground or a forearm, cool. Y'all breathing, right? If you're feeling strong, you can lift your left leg up, or your right leg up off your left, that is. Right hand towards the ocean. Press through your right heel, reach through your right fingertips. Strength, length, vitality. Take one more. Inhale, reach. Exhale to plank. Pull your right knee in towards your nose. Oh, good. Now inhale your right leg high to the sky. Straighten that leg. Flex your foot. Spiral inward with your right thigh. Walk your hands back towards your left foot. Take your right leg parallel to the ground. Bend your left knee a little bit. Find a halfway lift and pull your chest out long. With a strong core, open up your arms and let's take flight together. You can call it airplane pose, Dakasana. Some of us can simply call it balancing and others lack thereof. Either way, your gaze is steady and your breath is flowing. Shoulder blades, squeeze those, y'all. Ah, there we go. I mean, if you're gonna fall, you might as well take someone with you. How about one more? Take an inhale. Option to reach your hands forward, a little bit of space. Exhale, hinge at your waist, hands to the ground. Walk your hands forward to three-legged doggy. Inhale, right leg, send her up high. Exhale, sweep her all the way through to your hands. Stack your knee, spin your back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 2. So we open up. We open our heart towards Mission Beach. We open our hips here in open hip posture. A long stance, Cobra. Leave him alone. A long stance, a deep bend in your front right knee. If you find that your knee is coming in front of the ankle, then slide your foot forward. Have a little bit longer of a stance. But soften your gaze. Make it steady though, soft and steady, out over your right fingertips. Get a little bit taller. Stretch your arms a little bit longer. And then exhale, sink down a little bit deeper. It's a simple posture, right? that you're feeling everywhere. That's a simple posture that at this point, on around 7th or 8th breath, isn't necessarily easy. How about one more breath here, y'all? Inhale. Exhale, very good. Inhale, we're gonna start to reach, reach, reach forward. And then side angle pose is your exhale. We call it Untitled. Stay lifted and stay narrow, whatever version you choose, whether it's forearm to thigh or hand towards the ground, inside or outside of the leg. Left hand is reaching high. Breathe, and option to take your left hand and reach towards the ocean here. Your palm's gonna face down. You're grounding into both of your feet, but I want you to feel the knife edge of your left foot. Grind that down, ground that down. And then take your left hand and reach it far and away. Ah, amazing. 2 more breaths here, y'all. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale, good. Let's inhale, take her back up, warrior 2. Simply straighten your front right leg. If you'd like to shorten your stance an inch or 2, you can do that. Now, inhale, reach, reach, same thing. We're reaching out, but with a straight leg. Keep the length. You're not looking for depth, length. Right hand down, left hand high. Just like your spinal twist in the beginning. You notice what you feel, where you feel it in that first breath or so, a little diagnostic check. And then remember, always, whether it's in your life or your yoga practice, energy flows where your attention goes. So direct your attention and your breath into that space, into that resistance, and feel it soften. We're here for 5. A little bit more balancing. Breathe in 4. We call it Ardha Chandrasana, the balancing half moon. In 3, we're gonna move into it slowly, mindfully. 2, bend your front right knee, look down. Take your right fingertips a foot in front of the toes, and then lean into your front right leg. Pick your back left leg up, parallel to the ground. Good. It's basically the same pose, but you added some balance. Drive down your right heel, squeeze the quadricep. Now your top left foot, flex it. Yeah, not pointing, flexing. And then you're spiraling away from the midline of your body. So once again, your heart and your hips are open towards Mission Beach. We got 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, take an inhale here. Now bend your right knee quite a bit. Exhale your left hand down, bring your left knee in towards your nose. And then inhale, one-legged halfway lift. Your left leg extends back and your chest pulls out. Exhale, bend your right knee, step it down to low lunge. Drop your back left knee to the ground. Inhale, rise and reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, slide your hands to heart center. Lean forward, draw your navel in, and twist to your right. Hook your left elbow. See if you can hook that elbow outside of the knee. There you go, and that way you can use leverage. So inhale, we pull out through your chest, your spine, and then use that leverage, twist. Now there should be some daylight between your left rib cage and thigh. So if your thumbs are way up here, you're probably just kind of collapsing down on the thigh. You got to lift your torso up a little bit. If you want to curl your back left toes under and pick that back left knee up, we got 3 more breaths to do it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. You're doing fantastic, everybody. Inhale. I know when it gets challenging, that voice in your head says, dude, I didn't sign up for this stuff on a Sunday morning. You're in the right place. It's never easy. It's always worth it. Take an inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, release to low lunge. Pick your back left knee up. So curl those toes under if they're not already. Walk your hands to the left. Straighten both legs. Parallel yourself or your feet and stagger yourself with your neighbor for obvious reasons. And then whatever you want to go with this. Ankles, you want to grab your ankles. You can interlace your fingers behind your back. Shift a little bit more weight into the balls of your feet, okay? Drop your head down. And I want you to breathe in. And breathe out deeply and slowly. I want you to move those waves of energy in and clear out what you no longer need. Thank yourself for being here. It matters. That's a really, really good habit. Positive internal dialogue. Cobra, what are you doing? Cobra. Vicky. Hey. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right. From here, hands underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back, look up and lengthen. And then exhale, walk your hands low lunge, top of your mat. Let's simply inhale, step your right foot back to your left, plank, shift forward here. Exhale, lower halfway, elbows straight back. Stay strong around your middle. Good, upward facing dog, opens your heart. And exhale, send your hips to the sky. Dogger. Woo! Sunday morning, everybody. Take your feet a little bit wider. Let's keep this train rolling. Let me see here. Now you'll take right hand to left leg. Right hand back and across to left leg. You're gazing under your left armpit. You're driving with your left hand. If you would like to challenge yourself, you can start to lift your right leg up. 5. Ah, beautiful, y'all. 4. If you're lifting your right leg, take all the weight out of your left hand. 3. I'm kidding. Don't do that. You'll fall on your head. 2. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Shift it forward. Plank pose. Squeeze into legs. Ground into your right hand. Roll open to your left. Side plank pose. Shavasana. Cobra. Listen. Vicky. Crescent shape your right side body. If you'd like to take your left leg up, cool. Left hand to the ocean. Breathe well. Give me 2. Utah. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Reach long. Your release is plank. Pull your left knee into your nose. Oh. Inhale. Left leg high to the sky. Flex your foot. Inward rotation there. Walk your hands back towards your right foot. Take your left leg parallel to the ground. Bend your right knee a little bit, okay? Prepare to take flight. Find your halfway lift. And let's go for it, y'all. Spread those wings and let's fly. This looks fantastic, amazing, everybody. Like a flock, right? A flock of seagulls over the shore. I'm talking the Bird, not the 80s band, but they had a couple tunes that were kind of sweet. Last 2 breaths, y'all. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale, reach, optional reach. Exhale, hinge at your waist, hands to the ground. Walk it forward, 3-legged doggy. Fantastic. Inhale, left leg, send it on up. Exhale, sweep it all the way through. Back foot flat. Inhale, warrior 2. Long stance. Front knee. Stack it directly above your ankle. Make sure your knee is pointing straight forward. It wants to lean and it wants to pull inward. That's how tight hips show up in warrior 2. you've got to kind of externally rotate the thighs slightly to find that neutral position. And then your gaze is steady, and that breath is flowing free, and you're active enough to feel it on some level everywhere, every cell in your body. But there's a deep calmness inward. And that deep diaphragm breathing, stimulating your vagus nerve, that keeps feeding this calmness. You could say we're moving towards stillness. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale, last one, soak it up, inhale. Exhale, right, inhale, reach, reach, reach. Side angle pose, y'all. Konasana. Make sure you're steady and you're solid. Again, feel your anchors, your feet. Grow the posture, engage the posture from your feet up, from the anchors up. But be solid in your base. Right hand to the ocean, palm facing down. You're just pulling that rib cage and that side body, that interconnective tissue, that fascia, the intercostal muscles really, really long. We probably wouldn't be taking this shape if we weren't here on our mat here today. It's a good thing you're here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, all right. Inhale, take it back up. Front left leg straightens. Triangle pose. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Keep it at length. Tick-tock of the arms. Trikonasana. I'll be honest, this is probably my favorite standing posture. Because it's easy. There's not much to it. But the hamstring, the inner thigh, I always get kind of a pop when I'm going into it if I hadn't earlier in the practice. And that's just, it's a good pop. It's that hip opening. Last 5. 4. We got balance, y'all. 3. At least that's the idea. Ardha Chandrasana. 2. Bend your front left knee. Left fingertips about a foot in front of the toes. Lean into your front left leg. Take your back right leg up parallel to the ground. Ardha Chandrasana, the balancing half moon. Steady your visual gaze downwards. That's the easiest place. If you really want to challenge yourself, you pick the hand up off the ground, you could look upwards. But the top right leg, the foot is flexing and the spiraling away from the midline of your body with your thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale, bend your left knee here. Exhale, right hand to the ground, knee in towards your nose. Inhale, extend your right leg back, a one-legged halfway lift. And then bend your left knee, step back to low lunge. Drop that knee to the ground. Because I'm feeling nice. Inhale, rise. Reach your hands high. Exhale, heart center, lean forward, navel in, twisting left. Pavarita Anjaneyasana. Remember, some daylight in between your right rib cage and thigh. If you would like to challenge yourself a little bit, curl your back right toes under, pick your back right knee up. But either way, we're actively inhale, lengthening. And then use and leverage, exhale, navel in, twisting. 3 more here, y'all. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Full breath in. Full breath out. This is it. Take it in here. Ah, phenomenal. Release to low lunge. Curl your back right toes under. Pick your back right knee up. Walk your hands to the right. Straighten both legs. And your choice once again here, everybody. Giving yourself whatever version of this suits you today. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the practice, it's unique. Nobody has the same body as you, has the same life, let alone morning. Give yourself what you need. Breathe. Last breath here, y'all. Inhale. Exhale, all right. Hands underneath shoulders. Halfway lift, look up and lengthen out. Exhale, walk your hands back to low lunge, top of your mat. And how about this? Inhale, step your right foot forward next to your left. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, dive in deep. And then one more balancing. Inhale, let's rise. Come all the way up. Reach your hands to the sky. Now on your exhale, just take your right elbow to your right hip. You're going to drop this hand straight open. So your thumb is facing back without your arm twisting. Bend your right knee, clasp the inside of your foot or ankle. Get tall on your inhale. Steady your gaze, and then exhale, kick your leg back so much you have no choice but to lean forward and reach to balance it out. Steady gaze, steady breath, steady body, steady mind. Come on, Loom. You were doing. How many? 5. Pour it on, y'all. 4. Kick and reach and find the balance between those. 3. 2, inhale. Exhale, release. Phenomenal. We're just going to switch that up. Inhale, both hands reach high. Exhale, left elbow, left hip. Drop her straight open. Clasp inside, inside, inside of foot or ankle. Get tall. And then remember, the kick drives the whole posture. Go for it. Kick your leg back, reach forward. Five. 4. Pour it on, y'all. Kick back, reach forward. 3. There you go. 2, take an inhale. Amazing job. Exhale, release. Top of your mat. Last time here, heels and toes touch. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, move through your flow, or just step straight back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Last time here, press your hips back. End of your exhale, just step your right foot between your hands and move to half pigeon pose. Drop your back left knee to the ground. Your right foot, you heel toe it over to or past your left wrist. Now, if this is too much on your ankle or your knee, you can lay on your back and take it that way. Skip it if you want, right? But hips stay level. You're not leaning onto that right hip. Inhale, hands walk back, open your heart. And then exhale, go ahead, walk your hands out. Drop your head down. You can close your eyes. And although the breath is a little bit more subtle, I should say, than it was, it's still active. Still moving those waves of energy in. And into that space that you feel it, right? Your glute, your hamstring a little bit, your lower back, and you're moving it out. I don't think. Well, she's gonna have to count. Is Mark? Did you make a bet with Mark? Oh, it's your last chance. Everybody, let's crawl your hands back out of this one. Lean onto your right hip. Turn back to face the street. As you do that, the sole of your right foot naturally just kind of fits into the inner left thigh. Now root into your sit bones. Inhale, reach your hands up high. Take that whole inhale to look for length. Lift up and away, and then turn square and take that whole exhale to lay all that length out long. Lay your torso out long. Leftover Konos? Oh, no. Big breakfast. Big breakfast number 2. Yep. That's the best one, dude. It's the French toast. Bacon. It's okay, buddy. I've been here all class long. I mean, not right here, but it's okay, buddy. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come back up. Take Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees open nice and wide. You can grab, over your toes or your ankles, but rather than rounding your spine and trying to jam your forehead towards your toes, root into your sit bones, lengthen up, straighten your spine, and then on your exhale, hinge at your waist and lead with your heart as you fold down with a flat spine. And you, of course, still have your elbows, your forearms, and your inner thighs to just pry those hips open gently. It could be. Same breathing. Same quality of attention we've been bringing to everything. Still moving towards that inner quality of stillness. Let's ease our way on out of this one, everybody. From here, just take your right leg, swing it around behind you. You've got half pigeon, left leg, facing the street. Okay? This side's going to be different from the other. Sides of our body, and that's one of the great things about yoga is it helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain, but also the body. Walk your hands out when you're ready. This deep breath in. And this slow breath out. From here, walk your hands back out of this one. Lean onto your left hip. Turn back to face the ocean. Sole of your left foot comes to your inner right thigh. Root down. Take an inhale, lift up and away. Stretch high. Turn and square with your right leg. Take all that length. Fold, lay it out long. You'll probably have to dial their left shoulder down a little bit. Sensation and breath. You're doing it perfect. Whew. One more here, everybody. Inhale. Exhale, all right. Let's come on back up out of this one. Take both legs out in front. Palms face up. Roll easily onto your back. Once you get there, how about just bend your knees? Plant the soles of your feet. We started with bridge. Let's end with a bridge. Bend your knees, plant the soles of your feet, press into your feet, send your hips to the sky. Perhaps now you're open enough to interlace your fingers underneath you, shimmy your arms in. If you'd like to take this into full wheel, a deeper back bend, you're more than welcome to. Just getting here? Just in time for Shavasana. Take an inhale. Exhale. Ease your way on out of this one. You can pull your knees into your chest and move to happy baby pose. Spinal twist of your choosing. Twist and hit both sides evenly. Cobra. Get out of there. Give me it. When you're all evened out, come back to center. Pull both knees in one last time. And it looks like you made it, everybody. Let your legs fall out. Your toes fall open. Palms can rest face up along your side body. If you'd like we began class, you can do right hand to belly, left hand to heart. But lay back, close your eyes, take a big inhale. Really big, fill up. And through your mouth, exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more, inhale. And then hold full. And release. Release. Let your breath settle. Let your body soften. And just give yourself a few moments here to bask in the stillness that this practice, it doesn't create, it returns us to it. It's a very healthy state. I'll guide us out in just a few. Shavasana. Is that what she said? Feel the sun. Feel that ocean breeze on your skin. Notice how you feel. Right, the practice is never easy, but it's always worth it just to return to this state. If you're ready to move on with your day, you could just breathe lightly. If you'd like to wiggle your fingertips and toes or wrists, ankles, you can do that. Even if you'd like to roll on your side, it's right there for you. And then I always try to keep my eyes closed, but it's up to you. If you'd like to meet us in seated, just find an easy way to get there. At the end of our practice, you take a second to acknowledge our effort and our commitment to show up for ourselves, to give yourself this gift, to thank yourself for showing up. I thank you so much for showing up and allowing me to guide you through. I started these classes 14 years ago because I think everybody can benefit, and that's why we made them donation-based. So thank you for honoring that system. I try to give as much value as I can. So if you receive value from this, I thank you for your generosity, for honoring that system. The divine within me honors and bows to the divine within each and every one of you. When you're in this space of balance and in peace, and I'm in this space, we are connected, we are one. Namaste.